And I hope all is well. I'm going to be doing for you guys today Ecclesiastic 11 verse 3 to 6. Okay, let's read it fast. If the clouds are full of rain, you can hear the rain outside. They empty themselves upon the earth. And if a tree falls to the south or to the north, in the place where the tree falls, there it shall lie. He who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap. As you do not know what is the way of the wind, or how the bones grow in the womb of her who is with a child, so you do not know the work of God who makes everything. In the morning sow your seed, and in the evening do not withhold your hands. For you do not know which will prosper, either this or that, or whether both alike will be good. Okay, what God is saying here now, let me say quickly what he's saying. So he says, if the clouds are full of rain, that means if the clouds are full, if you're having a lot of storm, a lot of things going on around you, a lot of tribulations, a lot of ups and downs, he says, they empty themselves upon the earth. That means it will not last for long. Everything is only for a moment, only for a season. And he says, if a tree falls to the south or to the north, that means if it goes to this side or to that side, that's a life. A tree represents a life. In the place where the tree falls, there it shall lie. That means that your life is here for a moment. You have to do what you have to do because a life is precious. And the same way it falls is the same way it's going to stay right there, dead. Okay, it says here, he who observes the wind will not sow. That means if you're observing what's going on, how can you sow? Because you're observing what's going on. You're not focusing upon God. You're not focusing upon his will, upon his word. You see, the lightning is a recommendation, is a saying yes. And he who regards the clouds will not reap. That means if you regard it, if you're worrying about it, if you're stressing about it, how is it supposed to come and manifest to what it needs to be if you're not trusting in God and what he says to you and what he promised to you? And as you do not know what is the way of the wind, that means you do not know what God is doing. You do not know that all of these things are here to strengthen you, to test you, to uplift you, to fulfill what God has got in your life, for your future, for your destiny. These things are there to strengthen you. Okay. Oh, how the bones grow in the womb of her who is with a child. Nobody knows the mystery, the secrets of God. So you do not know the works of God who makes everything. In the morning sow your seed. God is saying whatever you have to do, do it. And then he says, and in the evening do not withhold your hands. That means if you have to do something in the evening as well, say you sow the seed, you have to believe it. You have to, faith without action will not work. You have to believe it. And listen to me, you guys, you're not the only one. Everyone is going through it, but you have to just believe it and just go on through same way, press along same way, you know. For you do not know which will prosper, either this or that, or whether both alike will be good. That means whatever God tells you to do, whatever you're supposed to do, whatever you're supposed to press along in, do it same way, because you do not know which one God is going to use to bless your life with. So do it with faith. Press along even when you cannot see nothing. You're just seeing the wind, you're hearing the noise, you're hearing this, and you're seeing the clouds. But continue to press along. And I'm on this topic because this is a time right now that God's people need to step forth. You need to know your authority. You need to know that you have the authority to command the weather like Ezekiel. You need to know that you're able to speak to the animals like Daniel. You need to know that you are able to do all things through the authority of God. You are able to conquer any evil that come against you like David. You are able to be wise as Solomon. You are able to do all things because all of these things are of God. You are able to have patience like Ruth. You are able of all of these things. You need to know that. You need to know that. Stop thinking that being a child of God, you are weak. You are not. Being a child of God, you are given the most greatest gift. That is why the enemy hates you. Because you have the gift of God's presence yourself. Do you know what it is to have the gift of God's presence? And God's love? The one that created all things? Step forth in your faith. Everyone's been tried. Everyone's been tried. But you have to still press along, including myself. Everyone is being tried. You still have to press along. Okay? Press along. Go on. Don't look beside you or around you. Just look up unto who whence cometh your help. And know that every word you speak is life, it is power, it is authority. Even when you cannot see it, you still have to talk it and believe it and know it. Alright? God bless you guys. Shalom. Bye-bye.